RMG as they stand to fight in the back of more Batman Arkham Knight. So today, it's going to be a relatively quick set. And what it is that it's just going to entail me just doing a last hurrah thing. So yeah, it's going to be a relatively quick set. Just doing the last bit of explorations into the GCPD. Well, into the GCPD, and then kind of going into the clock tower, just checking up on it and all that stuff. Looking around the Agani Island, Bleak Island, Founders Island. Kind of do like a little kind of go through stuff, and then also read the story. Let me read the stories first. Oh, and then also I will also play the tapes. So yeah, I have one more objective, but I will do that in the next set. The final set of the Let's Play. Okay, the rendezvous with the Batwing on the rooftop of GCPD to activate the Nightfall Protocol. Oh yeah, and then I'll also kind of do like a quick over all the characters, and then I'll play the tapes again. For the characters that have tapes. Arkham Knight, Harley Quinn, Joker, Penguin, Simon Stagg, I forgot him, Professor Pig, Eddie, Simon Stagg, Deacon Blackfire, I said Simon Stagg twice, and and Scarecrow, yep. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through the characters. The Gotham City stories, which is okay. So it looks like we're going all the way from Faithful Servant to Scar Tissue. Or wait, you know what? If I'm just going in the reverse order, then actually the last one would be Visiting Hours. Okay. So yeah, the first one will be Faithful Servant, and then the last one will be Visiting Hours. So let's get on with it. So Faithful Servant, okay. Okay, so Faithful Servant. Breakfast at Wayne Tower was served at 6 p.m. and traditionally consisted of an egg white omelet, a pot of black coffee, and a pair of mild painkillers served on a small silver dish to the side of the tray. Lately, Master Bruce has taken to leaving the omelet. Today was no exception, Alfred noted, stepping out of his employer's bedroom, tray in hand. This was unlike Bruce Wayne, who would force down bloody slabs of meat and, when sick, that risked the loss of muscle mass. Of an egg white omelet? Oh my god! Oh, that's just classless. Come on. Like, what else? Like, come on. There's more to it than that. Like, come on, get some potato and egg tacos. Get some migas. Chorizo and egg, all that stuff. Jeez, come on, get to class. Or even do some pan dulce. Shoot, that stuff hits different. Okay. But Master Bruce hasn't been himself since the Joker died. Alfred expected some change naturally, but he had hoped his master might relax. Instead, Bruce has attacked Gotham's criminal population with renewal intensity. When Alfred questioned him, Bruce had explained the necessity of striking while the power vacuum remained. Evidently sensible, yet Bruce's urgency seemed like that of a man running out of time. Alfred found Bruce in the Batcave, of course, already suited, sending revised specifications to Lucius for the new Batmobile. Oh shit, we're doing voices! sir, Alfred ventured, given that we have no pressing leads this evening, sundown is not but another 45 minutes. I thought I might tempt you with what remains of your breakfast. 45 minutes. Bruce kept his eyes on the back computer screen. Alfred paused for a moment, wondering what possibly could have driven the man he raised to keep secrets from him for the first time in 30 years. Very good, sir, Alfred said, before leaving the room. I'm doing horrible voices. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay. Okay, now Wonder Tower. Hugo Strange followed Rachel Ghoul out to the Wonder Tower's viewing platform. Arkham City gleams beneath them, a peaceful patchwork of neon and steel. So how is our mayor? Rachel inquired, tightly gripping the railing to steady himself. This stuff sounds better than fanfiction. Oh my God! Can this game write better? They can write better crap than like super horrible romance fanfictions. Playing his part, Strange observed. People seem quite convinced. It will be morally repugnant to a few, but even they cannot deny the impulse. Raish closed his eyes to wipe the slate clean. Wipe the slate clean. Screw that. Okay. Strange had noticed the subtle glitches in his master's behavior. The professor had conducted enough experiments to recognize the symptoms of mental trauma, as well as when a patient was trying it to mask its effects. Because he's a psychiatrist, he knows shiz. I wished you could help me access the source of your power, Strange said. Bangingly, I could help. It is here, isn't it? It is in the base of the tower. Raish laughed and suddenly Strange couldn't breathe. You think you see weakness? Raish squeezed. Strange felt his throat tightening, life ebbing away. How wrong you are! Oh no! Yo, I'm dead. Raish released him, and Strange dropped to his knees, sucking in air. Raish walked back to his place, overlooking the city. We will rid the Gotham of its vermin. Nothing can stop us. Strange massaged his neck. You think you will stand by idly while we murder thousands? Batman won't, Raish replied, but Bruce Wayne won't have a chance. Oh, homie, you have no idea who in the world Bruce Wayne is. Oh my God! Okay, next up, Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel. To find the Batman, find the injustice. Please, God, don't hurt me! The man in the suit backed away, tossing his wallet into the ground. Why? You invited somebody to steal it! Are you dead? I invited someone to steal it? Okay. His attackers closed in. One of them scooped up the wallet and fingered the notes inside. Jackpot! The other cracked his knuckles and threw a punch, dropping the suit to his knees, holding his broken face. Money won't save you, but he can. The ripple of taut fabric as a shadowy cape swooped down. He'll go for the sweep. The thug was busy counting when Batman took his legs. The wallet spun in the air as the sound of a skull cracking pinball around the alleyway. The other thug turned and charged. His style has changed, less elaborate. Batman threw his arm into the swinging hook, popping the shoulder joint. Oh! Strike the vulnerable areas. End it fast. Ow! Yo! fist slammed the thug's tattooed solar plexus, stopping his body like a bolt of electricity. Not energy. What the frick? The longer the fight, the more it hurts him. Batman stood over the unconscious men, head tilted back, eyes shut, breathing hard. This is some Michael Myers shit happening! I actually saw Halloween Kills, and yeah, it's pretty wild. I ain't gonna lie. How can he leave them? They don't deserve to live. Azrael looked down from the rooftop. He studied Batman for long enough. He knew what Gotham needed. Divine justice. Woo! Okay. Okay, next up, Homecoming. Okay. Homecoming. 254 days, 17 hours, and 19 minutes. It seemed like a lifelong, yet still he hungered every waking moment a test of will. He'd never truly be free from the cravings, but at least now he found a means to channel all that pain into something productive, something worthwhile. He'd returned to Santa Prisca, broken and desperate, still reeling from his run-in with Batman in Arkham City. He was searching for solace, a fresh start, a means of making the nightmare stop. Ooh, nice going there, Bane! When he arrived in the slums of his homeland and found a young boy bleeding from a gunshot wound in the street, mother wailing by his side. Oh, this is about to get pretty bad. Bane realized what had really drawn him back here. Beneath the veneer of luxury resorts and spas, Santa Prisca was a hotbed of corruption ruled by vicious cartels, drug lords amped up on venom, yet embroiled in a bloody turf war that had claimed countless innocent lives. Bane had started from the bottom and worked his way up. Now, as the sun bled out over the horizon, he admired the fruits of his labor. 12 severed heads lined up on the beach in various states of decay. The 12 most powerful drug lords on the island. His work was almost done. Just one target remains. Benyadora, the stone fortress in which he'd been born, raised, and forever corrupted. It was time to tear it all down. Ooh, Bane! Okay, next up, the trap. Okay, uh-oh. Okay, the trap. 3 thugs, 1 hostage, easy. First, the guy with the gun. Barbara dropped behind the nearest Joker goons, crouched and launched herself back up. One is scream a stick in the back of the knee to drop him. The other met the back of his skull on the way down. Next, the guy with the knife. He had a knife, anyway. He had a broken wrist now. A wrist she caught between both her sticks and snapped when he lunged at her. She let the arm drop and swung her weapons back and over her shoulders into his head. The sad clown makeup looked perfect as he fell to the floor. And now the mop up. She dropped and swung a sweeping kick to meet the last thug as he charged her, sending him railing into the wall. Easy. The hostage was crying, curled fetal with his back to her from the corner of the room. Odd. For a police officer in Gotham, they usually seen worse. It's okay, Barbara took a step towards him. It's me, Batgirl. The sobbing got worse, louder, hysterical, and then Barbara froze. He wasn't crying after all. He wasn't crying at all. What's wrong? The officer crooned. Aren't you going to rescue me? Not exactly. Barbara's eyes scanned for exits. Her feet took a fighting stance. Well then, said Joker, twisting round to face her until he was lunging in a blood-stained police officer's uniform on his side. Why don't you rescue Commissioner Gordon instead? Oh, no! So he tricked her. He tricked her. You stupid clown. Okay, resolutions. January 1st. Happy New Year, diary. I feel melancholy. The old days hold no magic anymore. My New Year's resolution is to find new occasions to celebrate. This is based on calendar man shit happening. January 21st. I feel reborn. Today I celebrated National Hugging Day for the first time. I went to the Elia Memorial Hospital, covered myself in infected blood, and visited the children's ward. February 2nd. Happy Groundhog Day! My new house guest and I are going to watch the stream from, from Pung to Winnie together. If the rodent predicts an early spring, I'll let my new friend go. But if the groundhog retreats to his burrow, I'll bury my guest alive. June 5th. World Environment Day, a worthy, important cause. I passed this message on to the class of school children by forcing them to drink Ace Chemicals runoff. Ew! They won't pollute now. That's disgusting. September 19th. Dear Diary, happy International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Today I cut off a man's leg and nailed a wooden peg in its place. He couldn't walk the plank. Very disappointing. Checked my scurvy victim, but she wasn't ready. Next year. September 21st. Okay, not forced. What? Okay. September 21st. Yeah, that's my birthday. That's my birthday, bitch. Yo, oh my God, we're really popping off. Happy World Peace Day. I left bombs at the Corsi Embassy. Nice going. October 29th. Halloween tempts me. I promised Batman I would be present at his end, and All Hallows Eve is the perfect time to bid farewell to him. I will make this one exception in my year of alternative celebrations. October 31st. Damn, Scarecrow! Well, you should have known better. Scarecrow loves Halloween. Okay, yeah, I mean, you talk to Johnny. Johnny's a big Halloween guy. Okay. Poison Chalice. Ew, who does that? Poison Chalice. Cash lifted the framed photo out of the box and placed it on the desk. He still remembered the day he pinned it in the inside of his locker during his first shift at the asylum. It had been with him ever since. Nice looking family you got there, sir, the surgeon remarked, busily clearing out the previous owner's possessions from a drawer. Cash was close to telling him it was a lucky charm, but he knew the reaction he'd get. The kid didn't know how crazy things could get. He'd soon end up as superstitious as all as the rest. Besides, something was telling Cash luck might not be worth a damn around here. He would be the 5th station survivor, a supervisor in as many months. Though others were all gone, assassinated, Cash knew he was putting himself in the crosshairs. Tempting fate. Tempting fate. Sorry. But the commissioner had asked, and he couldn't refuse a friend. The sergeant finished packing the dead man's things just as Gordon arrived. Aaron, Chim said, offering his hand. Didn't think I'd see you tonight, Cash replied, shaking the commissioner's hand. Gordon always came down for this part. It was the introduction. Both men stepped out of the elevator into the roof. The bat signal illuminated the night sky. You know, Cash said, we have met already. I know, Gordon said, but it's a tradition. Just another word for superstition, Cash thought. Oh, wow. On the prowl. Okay, on the prowl. Want to find a weak link in the security system? Look for the man with a gun, especially when they're new in town. Poor guy didn't even know the first role of Gotham, Selena mused. The master thugs from Bleak to the Bowery drilled into new recruits, always looked up. Well, he'd know it now. Selena dragged his unconscious body behind a dumpster, slipped it through a vent into the Arkham Asylum's administrative building. She was late. The meeting had started, ended already. Scarecrow's voice, sonorous yet raspy, carried along the vent like a snake slithering through dry grass. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay. Another voice replied, young, angry, and disguised. Footsteps, then silence. Worthless. Selena needed more. Names, details, a damn date. Batman was more inclined to ignore the occasional heist when she had information he needed. And besides, it was fun having something to wield over him. Seeing the pain, pleading expression on Gotham's apex predator's face when they were alone and she had the upper hand. She peeked through the vent. Scarecrow's office. No guards by the door. Good. Selena dropped down, twisting her body to land on all fours, and then an arc of electricity lashed out from the ceiling. Selena dodged off all reflexes and saw her attacker floating above the vent. Since when did Scarecrow have security drones? Damn it, Selena, she thought, plotting her exit over the sound of the alarm. Always look up. Dang! So she broke into Scarecrow's office. Nice going there, Selena. Cargo! Cargo, okay. The dozing officer snapped awake, gripping their semi-automatic rifles and flicked the safeties off. They weren't sure what it was that had them spooked. Turbulence, perhaps. The unit commander nodded towards the container, trigger finger poised. The metal box was taking out most of the airship's cargo hold. It must have weighed several tons, and that wasn't including what was trapped inside, the thing these men had spent several weeks tracking through marshland on the outskirts of Gotham. Not everyone who started the mission had made it. There were ravaged bodies left behind unceremoniously. This mission didn't exist, and now neither did they. Oh, Killer Croc decided to poop around. A plainclothes agent was reading the file, holding a handkerchief to his face, trying and stemmed the smell of rotting fish emanating from the container. He only had words, photographs, patient history. He wouldn't get to see the creature for real, a relief. The agent looked up and spotted the panicked faces. These soldiers were tired and burnt out. The last thing he needed was any accidents. Easy boys, he yelled over the engine roar, slapping the metal prison. He ain't waking up for another month. Within the container, the tranquilizer had all but worn off. The opaque membrane withdrew across the eye. The vertical stilted shapes, the pupils dilated. Croc was awake and wanted off this airship. Oh, Killer Croc. Okay, the mission. Clark stood at the littered sidewalk looking up at the signs. Until this place had been a rumor whispered in the dark, the deacon's mission. By the sounds of it, you had to take your bread with a little preaching. They could try, Clark thought. He wasn't that hungry. Inside, a couple dozen men had their heads down, folding up tables and unstacking towers of chairs into rows. Clark spotted a large stainless steel pot, its lid ajar. The stiff puffy steam. He made straight for it. His mouth hung open in expectancy as he grabbed the lid. They wanted to clear that way. A hand fell on his shoulder and squeezed. But he told me you'd come. The voice around had the benevolence only a servant of God could muster. Clark turned around, the deacon's graying hair and lined face betraying a searing vitality. Okay. Vitality. I'd like something to eat, please, sir. Clark heard himself, the last and only person he addressed, that way being his father. The deacon released his grip and proceeded to ladle hot soup into the bowl. The Lord needs a strong, he proclaimed, passing it to Clark along with a spoon. The warm liquid snaked down his throat and coiled within his belly. It felt good, better than expected. Clark went for another spoonful. Maybe he was that hungry after all. Ew! You eat soup! That's disgusting! It always, to me, it kind of like tastes like puke. Ew! That's disgusting! Okay, the fall. Batman was wrong. He had always been wrong about Joker. There was no madhouse qualified, no prison secure enough. Jason knew that. Now, after what he's seen tonight, little arms, little legs, little heads, crudely, mockingly stitched together. He'd come straight from the kindergarten, followed a trail of innocent blood back to Arkham Asylum. Tracker switched off, Cal communications disabled. He was a ghost. Batman wouldn't find him until it was done.